Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today for today's video. So, in today's reading, we're going to be doing the weekly collective reading for the week of December 21st through 27th, 2025. And that is for everybody. So, let's see what's going on for this week. I do want to say happy holidays to everybody out there because a big holiday is coming up this week. So, happy holiday season to everyone. And also, happy Capricorn season and happy birthday to all you Capricorns out there. And I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you'll get future videos that I put out. And I would appreciate it. I appreciate your support. And also hit the like button so that this video will go out to other people that need to see it. It helps the channel to grow and it helps to get the videos out there on YouTube. And also, please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So I have already, usually I shuffle the cards, on camera, but today I was having some technical issues with the computer. So I had to stop during the reading and I'm starting over again. So I've already shuffled and I've laid the cards out. So I'm just going to briefly say what they are, and then I'm going to kind of start all over again with reading the cards because I was about halfway through the reading when I had to stop. So let's go ahead and start. So you have the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the King of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. So we have a lot of sword energy here. So coming into this week of December 21st, I definitely see we are putting down some burdens, and we're tired of being overwhelmed. We're ending a cycle of some kind. So we've been at this for a while, and this is in the past position. So it's either already ended or it's ending now. But if you see, he's really pushing those wands. He's putting all his weight into it. He's got his heel up. And it's been kind of a long and hard process. And we're just feeling, done and overwhelmed and tired of it. And we're ready to move on. So that cycle is finally getting finished. And I feel like it's been kind of a hard time. It's not been an easy cycle. But that's in the past energy. But in our current energy, we're definitely in a happy place. I feel that we're very celebratory. We've got the 3 of Cups there. And one thing that I saw when I was doing the cards before I had to turn off the video was I was seeing like a calendar, and it was covering like December, January, and February and going into March. So I really feel like over the next 3 months, we're going to be more and more in a celebratory mood. And of course, we've got the holiday season coming up. So, there's going to be, I feel like there's going to be more time spent, like you'll be spending more time with friends, but wanting to socialize more. And it goes back to this old cycle ending because this was such a tough time and it was like such a burden on us and really kind of, bringing us down, that now that this is over and it's clearing out, and even if it's not completely, if that cycle's not completely over, it's clearing out. But as it clears out over the next couple months, I feel like as a collective, we're going to be much more into celebrating. Like we're going to be ready to party per se, spend time with family and friends, going out, doing things, enjoying ourselves. And I'm hearing like social gatherings, and I'm seeing like a party, and I'm seeing like confetti coming down and balloons. So there's going to be a sense of celebration, like having fun, enjoying ourselves. And part of that's because we ended that cycle and it was such a trying time that we're ready to get out there and celebrate the end of that. And then also we've got the 9 of Swords here for our situation. So I feel like this past cycle, and even if it's not completely clearing out yet, and it's not completely over, we might still be in this kind of worry, anxiety, um, being afraid, just kind of a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. So it's like this, if this is slowly clearing out and it's coming to an end, you might still be in this right now in the current energy. But I feel like this is going to dissipate as time goes on over the next couple months. You're going to start to get out of this type of mindset and more into the let's have fun mindset. Much lighter energy with this. And this was much lower, heavier energy. And you're going to be getting out of that. So you might have had a lot of worry and concern during that cycle, and you're feeling like, how can I say it? Like you're ready to move past that. You're ready to get beyond that. And it's like if you're still feeling this way, I feel like it's the remnants of it. It's, kind of getting out of the system or, leaving the remnants of the energy, I'm sorry, of it leaving. But I definitely feel like there might be still some of you in this type of unnecessary worry and concern. And I feel a lot of anxiety still for some of the collective. But in the atmosphere, we're in this King of Swords energy. So we're feeling pretty good. I mean, we're in the King's energy, so we're wise, we're intelligent, and the King of Swords is very wise, intelligent, and he's got his little sword there. So, but he's not a real warm and fuzzy kind of guy. So he's not very, I want to say he's not very emotional, but he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He's pretty logical and common sense. And I feel like going through this cycle, even though we're kind of getting into this lighter energy, that past cycle that we're just putting to rest, right? That's coming to an end. It kind of has us in this King of Swords energy. We're kind of looking at things moving forward from like kind of a more logical, common sense perspective than we have in the past. So this is the energy I have for the collective moving forward. This is the current energy. So that's what I have for us right now. So we're getting into a celebratory mood. It's coming in, but I feel like there's still some remnants of this anxiety, worry, and concern that we need to handle and like kind of let it dissipate it over time. And I feel like it really would it really is going to over the next couple months is what I'm feeling. And then this King of Swords, we're kind of in this King of Swords energy, kind of protective, but wise, intelligent. But it's kind of like we're not going to take any BS from anybody. We're going to be kind of cautious, about where we put our energy, is what I'm hearing. Kind of cautious and sort of like not super warm and fuzzy where we're wearing our heart on the sleeve. We're going to be a little bit more cautious about that. So in the near future, even though we're kind of in this celebratory mood, in the near future, I feel like there's something coming up that we need to deal with as far as heartbreak. And I feel like, and I'm not quite sure, it could be like, because looking at these other type of cards we have around it, it could be somebody from your past, because this is one of the advice cards that we got. So it could be somebody from your past is causing this or has caused this. Maybe that's, you're having to deal with this. And this is in the near future, so it hasn't happened yet. And for a few of you, I'm hearing this might not be celebratory for a few of you. I think for a majority of you it is, but this might be a third party situation for some of you. I'm feeling like there's two kind of scenarios going here. So it could be that you were in a third party situation and it was causing this worry and concern and anxiety. And it could be that this King of Swords is the person that you're dealing with in that third party energy. And in the near future, it's like you're dealing with it now, right? You're still, because looking at these cards, if this is your situation, you're still in that third party energy. And it's causing heartbreak in the near future for you. Sadness and heartbreak, kind of bringing you down that way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be another person if this is your situation. It could be like somebody, it's like a third party. Maybe it's someone that, they're working a lot. This King of Swords, like he's a workaholic, or it could be, or it's like, or families interfering with your relationship. It doesn't have to be a third, like another person in a romantic situation. But I feel like in the past situation, you're coming to the end of this cycle. So if this is your situation and you're in a third party situation, you need to get out of this because this is your current energy. And you know that you need to because that's happening right now. But see, this is how you feel about the situation. It's causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's like, it needs to come to an end, which is going to, and even if you're the one that ends it, you're still going to have heartbreak and sadness over it. You're still going to be, feeling really bad, of course, because it's a breakup. But it could be like this is King of Swords is somebody from your past that you've known for a long time. And it's the end of, and it's, you need to end this cycle. So, and it could be you found out that this King of Swords was, kind of doing some sneaky stuff that you didn't know about, like kind of behind your back, and you find out about it. So that could be for some of you, but I don't think that's the majority of you. That's just a small percentage. I think for the other of you, this is a celebratory card. It's not third party. And, you're closing out a cycle that made you feel like this and you're still dealing with it. So, but the King of Swords, like we're in this King of Swords energy, but it could also be, the King of Swords could be, I feel like it's us, but it could also be, somebody from your past coming in. And it's like, and it's like someone from your past coming in, but to help you, it could be that they're helping you get out of this cycle. They're helping you, like, helping you with kindness, helping you with positive energy to get out of this mindset. So it's kind of like they're coming in to help you kind of recover from this. Or it could be this is us, because I keep feeling like this is us. And we're in this energy, and you're in this energy dealing with heartbreak. So you're looking at it. If this is, if that's not your situation where it's someone from the past helping you, it could be like, we are in this King of Swords energy. And I keep going back to that. And we're kind of looking at this heartbreak in this type of way. We're like being common sense about it, being logical. And I'm hearing like, okay, what I'm hearing is it's not, it's kind of like this situation's ending and you're happy about it, right? You're happy that cycle's ending, but there's still in the near future, you have to heal from the heartbreak of it. It's like it's not like you might be happy the cycle's over, but there's still some emotions you need to work through. There's still some heartbreak that you need to work through. And I feel like, in that case, it could be somebody from the past coming in to help you with that. Because I keep feeling like you're going to get some assistance from somebody, um, coming in to help you with it and kind of help you heal. But you definitely need, since this is in the near future, it's like you're just now, getting out of that cycle or it's coming to an end and you haven't quite hit this yet, but you will. And it's like you need to kind of work through those emotions and allow yourself time to heal. And then it's like you're doing some strategic planning about it. And it could be, doing planning about healing. Like maybe you're like, well, I'm going to start doing, different things to help me heal. Like you're coming up with a plan, a logical plan, because you're in that King of Swords energy about how I can heal from this situation. How, like, self-care things, like maybe do more meditation, maybe, do yoga or whatever, get out and walk in nature, or do sports or whatever helps you, feel good and lift your vibration. You could be planning on doing more of those things to help you kind of get over this. But the key point is to not rush through this. Like you don't want to rush through dealing with emotions like this. You have to allow yourself to feel it and then heal it. Feel it and then heal it and then move forward. So that's for some of you. So there's kind of like some different scenarios that's really coming to me in this reading. But I'm going back to like the original one with the celebration. I feel like that's for the majority of you. Some of you, it might be the third party situation, and some of it might be, someone from your past is helping you heal from this. So I kind of feel like, yeah, my nose is itching. I kind of feel like there's a couple different scenarios here. But going now they're telling me I'm hearing talk about the galactic, okay. Galactic global perspective. So for the whole humanity across because that was more personalized, what I was just saying, those scenarios. But for the whole, collective on a global scale, it's like we're coming to an end of some hard cycles that we've been through. And these cycles, I feel like, have been going on for a long time, and they're finally coming to an end. And that's definitely going to allow, some happiness for us, celebratory, because these cycles were holding us down, and they were like a burden on humanity, like, feeling like we had all this weight on our shoulders. And now we're coming to the end of that, and it's going to be like much lighter energy coming in. Um, like hearing over the winter months, like I was saying about the next 3 months, over the winter months, it's like much lighter, energy coming in. Some of that burden's going to be slowly taken away from us. And we have been feeling very much in this kind of, I'm talking about the global collective, very much in this type of anxiety, fear. I'm hearing fear, anxiety, worry type of energy, but it's been unnecessary. It's been unnecessary. But we've been in that a lot. And a lot of it's just because of all the changes that have been happening, like all the stuff that's been going over globally has put people in this energy. But that's coming to an end. And I feel like, even though that's current energy, I feel like that's going to dissipate, like I was saying earlier. And I feel like we are as a collective in this King of Swords energy. So now that that cycle's ended, we're looking at things from a much more logical, common sense perspective than we have in the past. We're using our intelligence. We're being wise about it. So this cycle, even though it was really hard on us as humanity, we've learned a lot from it, and we've grown a lot from it. And I feel like that's kind of where we are with that. Like it's really helped us to grow. But as moving forward, even though the energy is like lighting up for us as humanity, we're definitely going to have some heartbreak that we're going to have to deal with, because we're going to be here, finding things out as that cycles end and information comes out. We're going to find things out that's going to cause us heartbreak and sadness as a collective. But I feel like, okay, this is interesting. I'm hearing galactic partners. So I feel like from our past, galactic partners who have always been with humanity are going to kind of help us through this. They're going to help us. So I was talking about it on a personal level earlier in the reading, like happening on your personal life. But I feel like as a humanity, as a collective humanity, this happening on the galactic partners are helping us heal, because what's going to happen, like the information that's going to come out as that cycle comes to an end, it's like we're going to hear and find out information that's going to be very distressing to us and cause a lot of sadness and heartbreak as a collective. But the galactic partners are going to help us, and as humanity, we're going to do some strategic planning moving forward in figuring out how we want to be. And I also feel like this card also means that the galactic partners are going to help us with this, but it's like they have been helping us, but it's been behind the scenes. Like they haven't been like wide open in front of us helping us. It's like they've been helping humanity all along through this process, but they've been doing it kind of behind the scenes where we don't see them, and we don't all, we're not like consciously aware of their involvement. But I feel like that's going to change. I feel like we're going to find out about their involvement and how much they helped us in the future. But that's what I have for the collective of the 21st through 22nd for, that week, for the whole collective. And it's like I said, there's a couple different scenarios that were really coming to me. So maybe, hopefully, some of those will resonate with you. I hope they do. But thank you for joining me. That's what I have. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.